I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
And Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laakson.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to finals action from the Mutua Madrid Open. We have defending champion and world number 2, Carlos Alcaraz, just turned 20 a couple days ago. Will be facing world number 65, Jan-Lennard Struff, the lucky loser, the first lucky loser in Masters 1000 history on the ATP side to ever make a final. So we are in for a good one, folks. We've got a big serving German with some +1 power versus one of the most versatile teenagers to ever play in this tour. All right, folks, the match is just about underway. Jan-Lennard Struff is serving first, but I need some predictions from you, and you'll get one from me. So right after this, let me know who you think is going to win and what the scoreline is going to be. By the way, I did forget to introduce myself. My name is Covey. I'm here in Vancouver, BC, where it's 9:42 a.m. I believe it is, 6:42 p.m. over in Madrid. Okay, another thing I forgot to mention, give this video a like, subscribe if you're new. That way you'll be able to tell when all of our upcoming videos will be going live. All right, folks, what do I think is going to happen? I think Alcaraz is going to take it, but I think it's going to be a pretty tight one. I'm going to go ahead and say... 7-5, 6-4 Carlos Alcaraz. So even though Struff has been phenomenal on this run, I'm going with Carlitos here, folks. He's got the experience in the finals. And I think he's going to take it, continuing his dominance on home Spanish soil. He hasn't lost a match since the before last year began, since 2021. Since 2022, he won in Barcelona, Madrid. And, of course, he won in Barcelona last week, and he has a chance here. So he would be undefeated on clay since the beginning of 2022 with a victory here. By the way, Alcaraz is up love 30 on the first service game of Struff. Ooh, nice return up the line there. Struff's at the net. Nice volley. And Alcaraz makes him hit a second one, and he does up the line, does Lennard Struff. And it is 15-30. So he gets a little bit of pressure off, but still... Alcaraz looks to be on his toes here to start the match. Let's say hello to some of y'all. We got Kalinka Ruseva. Good luck, Struff. So we got a Struff fan. We got, hey, Kathy, hit the like button. Kathy, one of my favorites of all time. JJ, good morning from California. Welcome, JJ. Similar time zone. Loving it. Good luck, Struff. We have Lindsay Platelli. I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty straightforward win for Alcaraz. Okay, so we got one prediction there from Lindsay. Thank you very much, Lindsay. By the way, second serve here coming up, 15-30. And it's a double fault. Serve is long, so I think you can feel the nerves. I can feel the nerves coming off Jan-Lennard Struff right here. Little bit shaky to start off this match. He's been lights out on his serve. Not unbreakable or anything, but he's just been very, very solid on his serve, and he has the ability to do some +1 damage. So watch out for that, especially with the, this is a clay court, but it's one of the faster clay courts. It's on high altitude. So big servers, big hitters have a better chance here than they do in typical clay settings. Okay, so Alcaraz had to run cross court, and then he tries to lob it over Struff, who's at the net. Struff jumps to get it, but he knocks the ball long, and we have our first break of the match. Alcaraz with a quick start. He is up 1-love. All right, who else we got in the house? Morning, JJ Florida here, says Kathy. Dreamt says hello. We've got Manor. I'm taking Struff. Welcome, Manor, because I'm different. Yeah. Do they have a Struff button? They do have a Struff button, and we will play that Struff button. Don't you worry, Dreamt. Kathy, got your crystal ball polished, Lindsay? Manoris, I won't be sad if Struff wins. Yeah, honestly, like a run like that, Kathy, I'll be happy AF. You know, when someone comes out of nowhere and wins, it's so rare in tennis that even though everyone knows I'm an Alcaraz fan, I wouldn't mind seeing Struff lift the trophy either. I mean, to see history would be pretty cool. Just like when we saw Emma lift the U.S. Open trophy, a little bit more impressive, I would say, because she wasn't a lucky loser. Of course, Struff lost to Karatsev in straight sets in qualifying and then ended up beating him in the semifinals. So very, very cool. I'm here for the Rome draw, LOL. I don't think Struff has a chance. Carlos has no weaknesses. That's our friend from Cali. Adil, happy finals to everyone. Welcome, Adil. All right, Alcaraz serving here. He's up 15 love. We're 4 minutes into this one. Let me just take a look at what we're at for likes. 24 likes, and we've got a good 44 people in here. Thank you for all your support, folks. I believe we can get 100 likes in the first set. Yeah, I know. I said it. 100 likes in the first set. Alcaraz tries to go up the line on Struff, who's at the net, and the point has been neutralized. Now Alcaraz makes his way to the net. Lob backhand from Struff, and it lands in. Alcaraz smash from behind the baseline. Forehand Struff, cross court. Alcaraz up the line, and it goes long. What a wonderful rally. Struff takes the point. 15 all here on the Alcaraz serve. One of the nicest points of the tournament, I would say, to be quite honest. A lot of variety. Ends up with Alcaraz going up the line with a devastating forehand. A nice defensive lob from the backhand from Struff there, pushing Alcaraz behind the baseline, and then he has to do an overhead from behind. And then Alcaraz ends up going long on his second up the line attempt. But a big smile from Carlos towards Struff. So you gotta love it. It's one of the reasons I'm so drawn to Alcaraz is because the pure joy, the authentic joy that you can see him playing with. You know, you watch a guy like, for example, Tsitsipas, sometimes you can see the stress on his face from the pressure and whatnot. But this kid, speaking of pressure, what a ripper of a forehand cross-court winner from Struff on the return. Absolutely pulverizes a forehand. Alcaraz barely landed on the follow-through, landed on the ground from the serve when that ball already passed him. 152 km per hour winner. So it's 15-30. Alcaraz, a little bit of pressure here on his serve now. We've got players on court. Manor, LOL. I know Manor's JJ. Struff has the firepower. It's just, can he keep it up for 3 sets? That's the same thing for me, Kathy. Although Alcaraz's first drop shot of the match, Struff gets there, redrops. Alcaraz waits for Struff to go cross court, and then he pushes it up the line. Smart play, Carlitos, and it's 30 all. Yeah, however, and another thing I'm wondering about with Struff potentially is fatigue. So every single match he has played has been a 3-setter. So lots and lots of tight matches. Usually when you're fatigued, especially a guy like Struff, you're gonna feel it in the legs, which means it'll affect the serve. So let's see if his serve percentages or MPHs drops later in the match. That may be due to fatigue, but let's see. Alcaraz here serving 30 all, up a break at 1 love early in the first set of this championship match. He's looking to defend his title from last year. Nice first serve, forehand cross-court attempt, but it goes into the net on the return from Struff. 40-30 Alcaraz. Firepower doesn't matter as much on clay. I know I agree with you generally, JJ, but in this specific clay court with the higher altitude, it does have a more of an effect than it does in Barcelona, Rome, Roland Garros. So in that sense, that's what I meant. Hey, Covey and Gobi. Yes, Kathy, Gobi's on the bed having a little snooze. I took her out, made sure she had a nice little exercise and bathroom before I got this match started. Still early for us here, still morning time. Alcaraz, nice rally, but Alcaraz with a backhand goes just long of the baseline on Struff's end, and we are at deuce. It did against Aslan and Steph. Struff has a huge serve, which does matter. Yeah, no, I think in this altitude it definitely does. Carlos in 2 sets, 4 and 3, says Gerald. Nice to have you, Gerald. Hello, Kavi. Sat Sri Akal. Sat Sri Akal, Paji. Ki hal chal. This is Mayur Patil. Great to have you. So nice that my stream isn't 5 minutes behind. Alcaraz, nice serve, backhand block return. Alcaraz, drop shot off of that. It's a beauty. Struff can't get to it, and it's game point now. Alcaraz on the advantage. Hi, Covey, from one of my favorites from over the Atlantic Ocean. We've got Ems from Ireland. Hello, Ems. Great to have you. Manor Yo Covey. Manor Sapphire, also one of my favorites. Oh my God, you are in a delay. I'll be back soon. Okay. You might have to pause me or something there. What did you make of Murray's big win, says Tutla. I am very, very happy to hear. It's his first win, I believe, on clay since 2017. Was it Rome, maybe? But yeah, very, very great to see. I mean, I love Andy's heart. He's a great fighter. He's a great mover, defender. And you can tell he just absolutely adores the game. By the way, Struff, another nice forehand. Alcaraz couldn't handle it from the backhand, and we're back to deuce. 5 minutes and 45 seconds into this service game, folks. So we're 10 minutes into this match, and we're only still at deuce here in game number 2. Ooh, Alcaraz on his +1. He tries to go cross court, but he goes directly into the net. Only about halfway up the net, actually. A little bit of a shank there. And it is advantage for Struff. I'm going to give the shank button on that return from Alcaraz. So yeah, Tutla, very happy with Murray's win. I thought it was awesome. Great to see. Alcaraz first serve goes wide on the breakpoint opportunity for Struff. This is his second breakpoint chance already. Second serve good. Backhand return into the net. And back to deuce. Alcaraz saves a second breakpoint opportunity. We have Vio saying, go Struff, hee. Covey, hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, I did have a pretty good weekend. I jumped on with JG for actually, I think I saw you in the stream for maybe, I don't know, 4 minutes, and then I had to do some work. So kind of bummed because that looked like a good match. I didn't really get to fully watch it. Although I did pause it on my TV, and then I ended up watching the third set. So that was good later on. But yeah. But other than that, it's been a great weekend. Played some soccer, aka football for the Irish and the Europeans. Alcaraz inside out forehand, backhand Struff. Alcaraz makes his way up, approach inside in, and Struff with another lob. This time doesn't make it over the net. Alcaraz advantage. So good job, Carlitos, staying aggressive there, making his way to the net. How about you, Ems? What did you get up to? Anything fun? And also, how was your bank holiday on Monday? Struff has come to play. Yes, he has. Love to see it. 26 likes so far, folks. My goal is to get 100 in the first set of this championship match. Please help me get there. I know we can do it. And also give us a subscribe to the channel if you're new, and that way you will be up to date on when we will be dropping all of our videos. And Struff with a nice return, very deep, right to the feet of Alcaraz. He scoops it, but it goes long. And so we are back to deuce. 8 minutes and 15 seconds now in this game. So Alcaraz, lots of pressure in his first service game after he broke Jan-Lennard Struff in his first service game. So very interesting start to this match. Alcaraz first serve is good. Backhand return long. Alcaraz again advantage. So the big serve is coming in handy here. So I think Alcaraz and his coach had some strategic thinking to do here, because Struff is pretty aggressive, very, very aggressive on a return, extremely aggressive, and he doesn't like to go back. He likes to stay at the baseline on his return. Nice serve, baseline, and the return goes just wide. Alcaraz holds, and it's a 2-love lead consolidation for the defending champ. Berlin in-house, says Mayur Patil. A little love for Struff. So what I was saying was Alcaraz and his coach, they basically, they'd say, okay, this guy's probably not going to back up. So do we try to do pick our spot serves, or should I try and just go pound it and try and get some free points on just pure reaction? So far, looks like he was trying to pick his spots, but it was successful. So there you go. I was wondering if we're going to see about like him try and hit 130 miles an hour on his serves there. Interesting to see what they end up doing here. Nice rally forehand from Struff cross court. Forehand Alcaraz. Oh, he tries to rip that as a winner and it just goes wide. But that was an Alcaraz special. If you would have gotten that in, that would have been a rocket of a winner. 15 love for the German. Weekend was good, just a chilled one. I find having the extra day off makes me more tired that week. Yeah, I know that feeling. It's like when you have a day off, sometimes you just sleep and you're like, oh, that was just like another sleep fest. That wasn't really a day off. Well, as long as you're happy, rested, and watching tennis, it's all good. Ooh, overhead over Struff's head. Alcaraz, sorry, he does get that. And then Alcaraz tries to hit the smash off of the bounce, but to no avail. 30 love there for Jan-Lennard Struff. Yeah, but I've been getting more exercise. I've been using my my Apple Watch with the activity rings. So I've been, with my whole trying to cut down my sugar, which by the way is going really well. First serve Struff, by the way, up the tee is good. Serve and volley makes his way. Alcaraz tries to lob and he goes long on the lob as Struff is at the net. And it is 40 loves. Jan-Lennard Struff. Speaking of 130 miles an hour, I think that's around what we just hit. Struff. 223 clicks. Let me just double check to see. Actually, I did find. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, game point. Second serve. Struff, serve and volley. Alcaraz up the line, and Struff with the volley goes into the net. So Alcaraz steals a point, and it is 40-15. Still a couple game point opportunities for Struff, who's down a break early in this match. All right, so I got some good stats here. I found if you go to the ATPtour.com website, in match, they have some pretty good stats. So, 222 is actually 137 miles per hour. And that was from Alcaraz, believe it or not. Struff hit 138 miles an hour. Alcaraz forehand on his second shot goes long. Struff tells him, it was long by about this much, so no challenge. And Struff holds. And Alcaraz still up a break at 2-1 on the changeover. All right, folks, you were probably wondering what else has been going on in Madrid. Well, we had our doubles final. We had all-American duo Jess Pegula and Coco Gauff versus Vika Azarenka and Beatrice Haddad-Maia. The Haddad-Maia Azarenka duo takes it 6-1, 6-4. They are champions in Madrid. Also in Aix-en-Provence, the Challenger tournament in France, the clay court tournament, where a few of the players who got bounced out of Madrid early went to. We had a final there. We had the Brit Andy Murray taking on American Tommy Paul. Andy Murray comes back from a set down to take it 2-6, 6-1, 6-2 versus the American. Great to see. Andy Murray now is going to be in the top 50, and if he has another good result, potentially could be seated at Roland Garros. What else we got? I think yesterday we had a men's double. Of course, we had the women's singles, which Aryna Sabalenka took out world number 1, Iga Swiatek, in 3 sets. Again, that was a good one. That was a 6-3, 3-6, 6-3 victory for the Belarusian, I should say. And then also we had the doubles final on the men's side. We had Bopana and Ebden versus the all-Russian duo of Khachanov and Rublev. Khachanov and Rublev, they take it. That score was 6-3, 3-6, and then 10-3 in the super tiebreak. So congrats to Khachanov and Rublev, the duo, for a 1,000 Masters double title. All right, Alcaraz now back at it. He is on the service line, ready to go, serving up a break at 2-1 early in the first set. First serve long. And gosh, I have been neglecting the chat there. Not really. We're good. We good. Carlos is winning this, says our Bulgarian friend. Also, hi everyone. Hi Cap. Hi Capricorn, says Gerald. Cap, if you haven't yet, please do give this video a like. I'm trying to hit 100 likes in the first set. I know that's ambitious, but I believe it is possible. We got a challenge going on, and the challenge, the call stands as the ball was out, and it is love 15, Alcaraz on his serve. So far, a pretty tight match, folks. We're 19 minutes in. We're only into game 4. Alcaraz had about an 8.5 minute service hold in his first service game. Ooh, Struff with a punishing forehand inside out. Alcaraz backhand defensive shot, and that chops long. So it's love 30 again. Struff very aggressive here, and again, these conditions, the high altitude, higher than virtually all other clay court tournaments, is going to play better for these big hitter types. So good thing for Alcaraz is he's also a big hitter type. And a great return again from Struff, right off the baseline from Alcaraz. And Alcaraz forehand goes long, which sets up a triple break point here for Struff. So Struff looked a little nervous, had a couple double faults in his first service game, but right now he looks like he is in the rhythm. He has found his groove after a shaky first game, and we're in for a good one here, folks. All right, Alcaraz serving, love 40. First serve into the net. So, second serve for Struff to look at. Struff is ultra aggressive, remember. So let's see what he does. Serve to the backhand, up the line, and it's a winner. And he breaks to love. We are back to level here in the first set. Who had that in their journal, in their diary? Ladies and gentlemen, the Struff button.
Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff.
All right, Struff serving at 2-all, just broken back, makes his way, does serve and volley, but Alcaraz backhand return up the line, and the backhand from Struff goes into the net. Nice pace on that from Alcaraz. He made it dip so that Struff on his way into the net had to hit a ball that was dipping low, and he had to push it back up. Hey, Covey and everyone. Welcome to Las Vegas's finest. Max in the house. Struff taking Carlos break point. This is surprising. Hey, Covey and all. Hey, Peter. GTL from the Prodigal, now in Cambridge, Mass. Hope Struff can give us a match. It looks like he may. Alcaraz with a attempted pass. Struff's at the net, and he volleys it to the backhand. Alcaraz tries to lob it, and it goes just wide. Now, Alcaraz showing frustration kind of at his racket towards his bench. Rare to see frustration from him, but he usually lets it roll off the back like water off of a duck's back. Kathy saying hi to Max. We have a match. Woohoo, says Ems. Hey, Kathy. Dang, says Kathy. Haha, Struff button sounds video game like. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's definitely got, and it's also got like the Euro techno vibes for me, which I really like. Very German. All right, 15-all, serve up the tee. It's a beauty. Alcaraz, lob return, overhead from Struff. Alcaraz gets racket on that, but it goes into the net. So all aggression here from Struff, and it's paying off. 30-15 for the German, and who has won 10 of the last 12 points, believe it or not, folks. So good job here from Jan-Lennard Struff, the lucky loser, the first ever lucky loser to make it to a Masters 1000 final. First serve goes into the net. Here comes a second serve at 30-15. We'll get into the kit situation too here in a second. Nice second serve. Comes for the serve and volley, and overhead into the crowd. Nice job from Struff, taking no chances there. 40-15. So Alcaraz is standing back, and Struff is just going all serve and volley here. So Alcaraz is going to try and you're going to have to figure out something. Either push the returns back with a lot of topspin, kind of like Rafa does, so it comes back quick, so he doesn't have enough time to make it to the net, or he's going to have to try and just rip him on the wings and see if Struff can handle it with his hand play, with his volleys at the net. Return from Alcaraz goes off the tape and then bounces into the alley, and so Struff holds, and it's 3-2 now. So what about it, folks? I'm going to go ahead and make the call. Struff deserves another button. A really good play here from the German.
Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff.
Jan-Lennard Struff. Struff button, high energy disco. And by the way, I do hear the video game like sounds like that. Okay, Kathy just showed Borg and his wife. She has pink hair and bright green nail polish, green like our member name Green. Nice. Yeah, I did see Borg there. Alcaraz looking down into the red clay of Madrid, and he's you could tell he's trying to calm himself, trying to focus, taking deep breaths, and looking to his box, kind of give him a little nod, like, okay, I got this. But he's in for a battle here, folks. This guy, Struff, has been playing some great tennis all tournament, and it is continuing on after a little bit of a shaky first service game. Did around 30,000 steps today and just got and just in time for the final. Well done there, Cap. Really, that's quite a bit. Hello, everyone. Eves Haswani. Welcome, Eves. Hello, Covey. Hello to you, my friend. Great to have you. Good job, Cap. Last week I did about 125,000. Wow, that's impressive. That's 1/8 of a million right there, Kathy. All right. Struff with a backhand that goes long on the Alcaraz serve after a little bit of a rally. Alcaraz up 15-love. But good aggression. Constantly aggressive here. Wow, in a single day? No, I think she's saying in a week, Capricorn. Struff holding his own for now. Yes, definitely. No, in about 4 days. Okay, that was even less than a week. There you go. That's what happens when I speak for someone. Making assumptions. My apologies, Kathy. Alcaraz, nice serve out wide. Struff backhand block return goes into the alleyway, and it's 30-love. Alcaraz, little bit of more comfortable service game. By the way, I'm looking at the ball girls. They are wearing crop tops, but they're not. They're wearing like super long, baggy bottoms, almost like MC Hammer style. Alcaraz +1 backhand cross court. Now he makes his way to the net. Struff, drop shot from Alcaraz. Struff goes cross court. Alcaraz crosses it back, and then Struff crosses back on the forehand. So it was drop, and then forehand crusher, and Struff takes it. Nice play there, and it's 30-15 on the Alcaraz serve. I work in resort hotels, lots of walking. That's how you keep yourself so fit. Struff has been great all week. Yes, absolutely. My friend Gary, I've been wondering where you've been. Missed you for the last few days. GSL, Covey, GTL guys and gals, one more time. I have been shut out of the final by Tennis Channel Plus, but I'm going to stay on the stream with all of you and Fly Blind. Arena is my girl in 2023 for a reason. And Struff continuing to put the pressure on, and another winner there from Struff. He's got 5 now to Alcaraz's 2, and the unforced error is 7-5 Alcaraz. So Struff looking pretty good. Well, Gary, great to have you. Happy to be your eyes and ears. Please describe ball girl kits. Okay, we'll do that in a second. Alcaraz, nice serve and the back right to the body, and then a backhand goes wide. So basically, let me take a look here. And then I also got to describe. First, let me get Carlitos' kit because I'm getting a good look at that. Alcaraz is wearing what he's been wearing for the last 2 tournaments. He's got the tennis ball colored background yellow with black and blue squiggly lines. It's a Nike shirt. He's got a black wristband on the right wrist, black shorts, white shoes, white socks, no headgear. That is what Alcaraz is wearing. Another body serve, and then Alcaraz +1 off of the tape and just goes super high and lands just a bit long. So we are at deuce here, and Alcaraz under steady pressure, folks. Constant pressure here. Good job from the German, the lucky loser, the 65th ranked player in the world. Killing it right now, I would say. He is... Would I say he's redlining? He might be close to redlining, I think. Alcaraz, beautiful out wide serve, and it's advantage for the young Spaniard. Beautiful ace out wide there. Okay, trying to get a look at the ball girls here, because before they were wearing black crop tops, visors, like this kind of like gray blue like shorts. And then like tennis ball colored shoes. Now they're wearing like a navy blue top, a blue cap, and like these really baggy blue pants. Very interesting. Alcaraz serve up the tee, and the return in the middle. In the middle of the net is what I'm trying to say. And Alcaraz holds. We are level at 3-all in the first set, halfway through. Damn Tennis Channel. A lot going on in my life that was not as it should be. I'm putting Humpty Dumpty back on the wall, and all will be good. No worries, gang. I'm not going anywhere. Good to hear, Gary. Definitely been missing you and your insights on my streams for sure. We got a hello, Gary. Peter, you came back, says Gary. All right, Alcaraz. Ooh, drop shot from Struff on his volley. Alcaraz gets to it but pushes it into the net. So Struff continuing with the aggressive strategy. And he's up 15-love. So what is Struff wearing, you're wondering? He's wearing a backwards white hat. He's wearing a green shirt, mainly green with a white along the sides, kind of like the stripes on my Adidas hoodie. Alcaraz, so Struff comes in on the serve and volley, another short volley. Alcaraz has a chance to go up the line, but pushes it wide and then yells in frustration into the ether. So 30-love for Struff. Continuing the very aggressive serve and volley. Alcaraz is going to have to figure something out. Maybe try and lob or something on the return. Nice serve out wide. Another volley. And this one, it goes wide on the serve and volley. So Alcaraz tried to push it up the line. So the Diadora shirt that he's wearing, Struff, is green. It's collared, and it's got white along the side. He's also got, as they're showing Carlos's dad, now Carlos, show me Struff. He's got navy shorts with the green along the sides. Serve up the tee, another serve and volley. Now Alcaraz is at the baseline. Backhand volley from Struff puts it away at the net, and good job. It is 40-15. Alcaraz, you can tell he's frustrated. He's trying to figure out, what am I to do here? This guy is coming up and he's serving and volleying. He's hitting great volleys. And I'm just stuck at the baseline here. And this is called growing pains, my friend Carlitos, and this is what we need to learn. So 40-15, double game point for Struff. Okay, so as I was saying, the green shirt, white stripe, and then he's got the navy blue shorts with the green stripe along the side, white shoes, white socks, and it's a double fault. So we are at 40-30. So that is the kit for Struff. That is the kit for Alcaraz. And again, I have a way better look at the ball girls. So they got a blue hat, blue, also crop top V-neck, and then really baggy pants that go from like their hips to below their knees, but really baggy, almost kind of like Rafa used to wear those capris, but they were tight. These are kind of baggy versions. And then they've got socks. High socks and white shoes, high socks and tennis color shoes. The socks are black, blue, and black. So yeah, they changed it up. Before they were a little, the skirts were different. All right, Alcaraz with a forehand. Oh, he rips a forehand winner up the line as Struff was going in for the serve and volley, and then a huge vicious roar from Alcaraz, and some lady in the crowd jumping up, clapping, and kind of bouncing on her toes in excitement at that shot. Ooh, Alcaraz just rips it. And he needed to, because he ran around that shot. And if he did not get a clean winner, he would have been completely out of position there. All right, we're at deuce now. Big moment. First serve, Struff is long. ALCARAZ now going to have a look at a second serve. This could be big. Nice serve. ALCARAZ return up the middle. Backhand Struff. Forehand ALCARAZ inside out. Backhand Struff into the net. And it is break point now for Carlitos. I am so impressed by Struff. The Struff guy is getting on everyone's nerves this week. No? I mean other players as a result of his play. Struffy is looking great. He wants this. He knows there might not be another such opportunity. That's very true, and it's great to see that. Styles make fights. Struff is ALCARAZ kryptonite, says Mark Bird. Welcome, Mark. Gary Cap, this reminds me of Davidovich Fokina last year in Monte Carlo a lot. What a return, says on that ALCARAZ. Now, first serve at break point goes long. Second serve on the way. ALCARAZ has a look now at a second serve on break point. Serve is good. Forehand return. Nice and deep. Forehand Struff. Forehand ALCARAZ. Up the middle. Backhand Struff. Nice angle. ALCARAZ pushes that. Ooh, just wide. It lands in the alley. He was on the run to his left, and he got good connection, and he pushed it over the high part of the net, but it lands in the alleyway, and Struff saves a break point. Nicely done by the German. Seriously, the shorts on the ball girls are like what you would see in like a Kanye West video. Like that's how exaggeratedly kind of big they are. But it's kind of a good look. All right, here we go. Struff at deuce. Backhand return. ALCARAZ. Oh, sorry. The serve was called long late. Struff, future Grand Slam champion, says Mike Bird. Pretty big call, but hey, gotta respect the big calls there. Okay, we got a little rally going on. Backhand Struff. Ooh, he tried to go cross court because ALCARAZ gave him a high bouncer, but he connected with it high. I think he wanted to, but he went into the net instead of the angle he wanted. Setting up another break point. Carlitos, second one of this game. Ooh, we've had a great start to this match, folks. We're only halfway through the first set, 35 minutes in. We're even 3-all, and ALCARAZ looking to break right now. Here we go. Struff hoping for a first serve, and first serve is long again. His first serve percentage is not that great right now. ALCARAZ 73, Struff is 42. And double fault from Struff. That is his fourth double fault of the match, but this is the most common of them as he is broken. ALCARAZ now heads into the changeover with a 4-3 lead. How about a little bit of love for the newly minted 20-year-old?
Vamos, Carlos ALCARAZ. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos ALCARAZ. Vamos.
Yep, ALCARAZ, folks, is up a break at 4-3, but if you're just joining us now thinking this is a typical ALCARAZ match, it is not. Jan-Lennard Struff is playing phenomenal tennis. The 33-year-old lucky loser is into the finals. The first time ever a lucky loser has made their way into the finals of a Masters 1000 tournament. Struff, big serve, has been going serve and volley all day long. ALCARAZ just scratching his head for the first few games, trying to figure out how to get through it, and finally does in this last game. ALCARAZ also did break in the very first game of the match, but I feel like that had more to do with nerves from Struff than ALCARAZ kind of taking over. There's a couple double faults in that first game as well from Struff. So, but ever since that first game jitters that he displayed, he's been rock solid, other than in that last service game. And even in that last service game, ALCARAZ had to come up with a couple of really big shots to break. So we're in for a great one here. We're in for a good match. So far, it's been good, and I'm expecting it to continue this way. Yeah. All right. ALCARAZ now. Changeover is complete. He is serving 4-3 up a break. First serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Alcaraz. Backhand Struff. Forehand Alcaraz. Ooh, it's a high moon ball, but it lands in. It was I think it was a mishit. Now Alcaraz inside out. Now backhand Struff. Ooh, he goes way wide, about 4 feet wide of the alley, the tram line. And it is 15-love for Alcaraz. GSL saying Carlos mimicking the old Novak this week, always getting the break at just the right moment, always being just a little bit better. Yep, you got it, Gary. And that's pretty much how his week has been. He's had some tough opponents. Dimitrov, Hachanov, who else has Alcaraz faced? Chorich, Zverev, the formidable list of opponents. And straight sets, all of them. But other than Zverev is a total domination. All the other matches were real tight. And like you said, he just got the break at the right moment when needed. And it's a double fault for the first time in the match from Alcaraz. Oh, actually, my apologies. That might be the second. And it is now 15-all. 1 ace for Alcaraz, none for Struff. 2 double faults Alcaraz, 4 for Struff. All right, here we go. 15-all. First serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Alcaraz. Forehand Struff. Backhand Alcaraz. Alcaraz makes the way to the net. Volley. Backhand. Lands in. Struff. Ooh, tries to push it with a squash shot. But Alcaraz smartly lets it go by him. It lands long, and it's 30-15. Alcaraz, as I believe, they're showing some footballers, potentially from Real Madrid, I'm guessing. They've been showing these guys all week, a few of these guys. I'm pretty sure they're footballers. Too bad King of Just isn't in the house. He'd be able to let us know. As good as he needs to be. Yep, there you go. Echoing Gary's thoughts. Thought we were getting a match. It's still a match, I'd say. But if Carlitos, if he consolidates the break here, well, again, he's only up a break, and Struff has been formidable, except on that backhand return. Goes just a few inches long, and Alcaraz lets it fly by his feet. 40-15, double game point. If Carlitos wins today, he'll be world number 1 in 2 weeks. He literally needs to show up in Rome and gets the needed points to surpass the Joker in round 1. Well, I believe this is how it goes. If Alcaraz wins this match, he'll be exactly 5 single points behind. Ooh, nice return from Struff. Alcaraz cross-court return, and then Struff goes even harder forehand to the same direction. And, excuse me, it is now 40-30. Great return, and then followed up. So that was a return +1, a good actual return +1. His return was nice. Alcaraz couldn't really do anything with it, just pushes it back, and then Struff pulverizes his second shot. All right, still game point. Alcaraz serve right to the body, and the return goes long. And it is a good hold. Carlitos, he is up 5-3. Yeah. So what were we talking about there? Okay, yeah. So this is how it goes. If Alcaraz wins this match, he will be exactly 5 points behind Djokovic. Now, Alcaraz did not play in Rome last year after winning here in Madrid. And of course, Djokovic did. So if Djokovic doesn't win or doesn't go to Rome, then Alcaraz will definitely take over. But if Djokovic wins, so I guess Djokovic needs to win in Rome to have any chance to hold it. Like, I think if Alcaraz maybe loses in his first match, although I think he might get more than 5 points in his first match. So yeah, I think Alcaraz will get it. Yeah. Struff makes his way to the net. Alcaraz tries to push him out wide, and then he tries to go with a cross-court drop shot, does Struff, from a backhand volley, but it goes wide of the court, and it's love 15. So Alcaraz on his toes here. By the way, I forgot to press the consolidation because he did consolidate on the last hold there. Precisely, he'll be 5 points behind Djokovic. Djokovic is defending the Rome title. Yeah, so basically, if Alcaraz goes to Rome, so if Alcaraz doesn't go to Rome and Djokovic wins, then we will have Djokovic barely retaining it by 5 points. But if Alcaraz shows up in Rome, I think he's pretty much going to win number one, even if Djokovic wins it. Is that right? Because say if Alcaraz, you know what? I'm not actually positive about that. All I know is if Alcaraz wins, he's going to be 5 points behind. No. If Djokovic defends the Rome title and Carlos literally just walks on court in Rome and retires, he's going to be number. Okay, got you. So basically, if Alcaraz shows up, he will have amassed more points than Djokovic can make up for by winning. Okay, thank you, Cap. I appreciate that. All right. Honestly, I just want to see Alcaraz play Djokovic. I really don't care about who's number one between the two. I just want to see them play each other. It's long awaited for all of us. A nice little cat and mouse point. Alcaraz at the net, chops it backhand. Struff tries to go a lob over him, and he does. Alcaraz gives him a little clap with his racket. Good sportsmanship there. Realizing that Struff hit a very nice shot. Yeah, Struff has been good from the baseline. He's been good from the cat and mouse points, and he's showing some pretty deft variety. Cap, I'm sure you're exactly right. Novak will get to 388. I think. I wonder if he'll get to the magical 400. That's an unreal number. I think, Gary, you're talking about weeks at number one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I think that's what that might be about. Alcaraz backhand cross court, and it goes long. So Struff holds, and now Alcaraz, after the changeover, will have a chance to serve out the first set. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at some stats here. We have maximum speed. Alcaraz, 137 miles. This on the serve, I should say. Max speed on the serve. 137 for Alcaraz, 138 for Struff. First serve average speed. Alcaraz, 121 miles an hour. Struff, 129. And second serve, Alcaraz 98, Struff 102. So Struff just a little bit faster in all departments there. Net points, Alcaraz 3 out of 7, which is actually pretty rare for him to be under 500. And Struff, a very impressive 60%, 12 out of 20 attempts there. Unforced errors, 6 apiece. Winners, surprisingly, we got 5 Alcaraz and 13 winners for Jan-Lennard Struff. So the stats doing a lot of justice for Struff. However, the most important stat right now, Alcaraz up 1 break. 1 ace apiece. Again, as I mentioned, 2 double faults. Alcaraz 4 for Struff. First serve percentage, huge difference. Alcaraz 72 and Struff is 40. Honestly, Struff might be in a position to win this set if his first serve percentage was not so bad. First serve points won, though, are phenomenal for Struff. 10 out of 12. Alcaraz just 13 out of 23. All right, so here we go. Alcaraz serving for the first set and making his way halfway to the championship. Also, folks, please do give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and you'll be able to find out when we are dropping all of our videos live. Kind of like the video that I'll be doing tomorrow called Covey's Corner, my weekly roundup. Actually, it's been bi-weekly because these tournaments are now 2 weeks long. But tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time, I will be doing Covey's Corner. I'll give you a full-on recap of all the ongoings in tennis, some injury news, some ranking news, some what happened this week news, and much more. All right, folks, we have 100 people in here, and my goal is to get 100 likes on this video. So far, we're at 40. I want to thank every single one of you for showing the love. We really, really appreciate it. Okay, Alcaraz trying to serve it out. He's down love 15, losing the first point. All right, nice serve to the body. Now, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Struff, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Struff, forehand Alcaraz. Ooh, it's a shank from Alcaraz, and it is now love 30. We got M saying, come on, Struff, break. I wonder if Kyrgios plays the French. Yeah, same here. I'm not really sure what's going on with him. Maybe I'll try and dig up some research and see if I can get something info on that for Cubby's Corner. Good day to all, says the Compliment King. Good day, Compliment King. Unless Carlos bombs in Paris and London, it's problematic for Novak to get number one back. One quick spilled milk comment, and then I'll move on. It's no contest still if Novak had 22 Wimbledon points. Yeah, that's true. TCK, the Compliment King. And Alcaraz, inside out forehand. Is that long? Yeah, it's long. And Alcaraz, with the opportunity to serve out the first set, finds himself down love 40. Here's Gary. Super curious how all the players will react at the Rome conditions. Yeah, for sure. That's always exciting to see the differences between Madrid and Rome. I feel like the clay's a little darker in Rome. Okay, here we go. Alcaraz serve. Nice one. Is to the backhand of Struff. Struff goes into the alleyway wide, and it's 1 break point saved, 2 to go. Question for all and definitely for Covey. If Carlos wins this, in your opinion, who's had the better season so far, Carlos or Medvedev? That's actually a really good question. So this is how it's gone. Alcaraz has played 6 tournaments, and he's made five finals. He's lost 1 final, won 3, and this is the other one. Alcaraz, another serve to the body, and the return goes long, so he's saved 2 break points now. And Alcaraz only has 2 losses in 6 tournaments, 3 wins, and a potential 4th. So I'd say statistically, he's had maybe the better year. But Medvedev, how many titles? Let me just look up how many titles specifically Medvedev has. I think he has 4. He had 4 out of 5 there. So he might have more titles. So, I mean, it depends on how you... Let me just see here. So, yeah, he has 4 titles, and his record is 33-5. Medvedev. So 33-5, 4 titles. Alcaraz is 28-2 with 3 titles and a potential 4th today. Honestly, it's pretty close. I think maybe Daniil just because of the longevity, although it is very impressive that Alcaraz just came back from an injury break. Alcaraz with a beautiful lob while Struff was at the net, and it barely lands in, and he saves all 3 break points. We're back to level. The crowd, half of them in awe, the other half just excited to see their native son, the local boy. Oh, gosh, yeah. Forehand, topspin lob, and it just lands in. Beautiful. Yeah, let's see what other people think. That's a very, very good question, Cap. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you very much, Gary. Struff really is a tricky opponent. Medi sucks on clay still, so I'd say Carlos had the better, only 2 losses. So we have 1 for Alcaraz. We have 1 for, I vote for Daniil, but not for long, I don't think. Yeah, I kind of agree with Gary. I could see myself saying up till right now, maybe Medvedev, but I could see that changing very quickly. Alcaraz, another serve up the tee, and the backhand return from Struff into the net, setting up our first set point here in the championship match. So Alcaraz, gutsy hold here. Carlos beat Medi, correct? Yes, he did, very handily. Then slightly leaned to Carlos. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Carlos trashed Medi in a final. And honestly, the 2 losses for Alcaraz is also really impressive to me, 2 losses, but 5 for Medvedev, and he's played way more. So honestly, it's a toss-up. I really don't know. It's a great question, though. I love those types of questions. +1 is a short ball. Alcaraz rips it up the line. It's to the same side that Struff was, but it went through him. And Alcaraz holds for 6-4. That was not an easy set. These are the types of sets, as a coach of Alcaraz, for example, that you are so glad to see him navigate his way through. He's been doing it all tournament. He's been doing it against Coric. He's been doing it against Khachanov, and he's continuing on here. So good first set there from both players. But like Gary said earlier, just a little bit better, pulled a Novak and just won the big game at the right moment. Carlos beat Medvedev in Indian Wells finals, but Daniil won Miami. But if Carlos wins Madrid, he has 2 Masters compared to 1. Thanks, chat. Thanks, Covey. No, thank you for the great question. It's fun when it's thought provoking and you have a split in the chat, in the crowd, because oftentimes, usually, we'll have questions that are a little easier to answer. Struff choked on triple break point. I said 6-4 for the first set, and yeah, it happened. Congrats. By the way, should we give a little bit of love for the victor of the first set, Carlos Alcaraz?
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Okay, so Cap also back in the chat saying this was a super tight set and Carlos wins it 6-4. I mean, that's impressive. GSL, my favorite in the house. Carlos doing more Novak-like stuff, winning games from a love 40 down. If I had a nickel for every time he did that. Yeah, you have a nickel farm, Gary, a nickel factory. Speaking of nickels and dimes and quarters and pennies and euros, check out our top tippers, folks. We got Sunkit, $70, and this is the last match of the tournament, so if anyone wants to try and overtake Sunkit, now is your chance. Kathy's in here on the list, number 263.20. Thank you so much always for your contribution, Sunkit. Kathy, Emma G, 52.89. Manor, thank you for your 11.15, and Jane, $5 as well. Our target was 500. We're at 207.54. So thank you to everyone helping us move along there. By the way, the women's trophy was fugly, says Cap. Gerald, triple thumbs up from GSL. And then Compliment King, something special about the sound of a Spanish guitar, mucho bueno. Yeah, you're right. It does have a very distinctive feeling. It makes you feel nice. All right, here we go. Struff kicking off set 2, just as he did in set number 1. First serve is a fault out wide. Second serve on the way. All right, it's good. Forehand return right off the line. And it's called out, actually. Yeah, it's called out. 15-love Struff. Alcaraz did not challenge. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but on this tournament, players get unlimited amounts of challenges. All right, first serve again, long. So Struff, honestly, it's really been his undoing, I think, his lack of first serves in. He's only a 12 out of 31 in this match. Second serve is good. Alcaraz inside out on the return. Short ball from Struff. Alcaraz inside in this time, and it's a clean winner. 15-all now. M's saying, hope this can go to 3 sets. It definitely can. Will it? That is the question. Covey, Rome WTA draw is out. Right in the middle of me calling a match. Thanks a lot, Rome. Is the men's trophy different this year as well? I think it is. But now after reading Cap's comment, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it's the same trophy. I sent on Discord, just letting you know. Okay, I will set. Thank you very much for that, Manor. I'll try and take a look at that. But again, my Discord is on my phone, and my phone is my webcam. Okay, Alcaraz is now up 15-30. So Struff under a bit of pressure. Alcaraz has been putting pressure on for the last 2-3 service games. Struff did acquit himself on his last service game of the first set, but the one before that is when he got broke. Manor, are you joking? Sorry for writing in caps. Cap, no. I heard our boy John Silk at the Saba post-match presser. He got to ask 2 questions, and the first one was brilliant. Yeah, I've been hearing him as well in the post-game press conferences. Gary, says Manor. Okay, I'll be right back. Whoa, Silk's smoothed his way on up. Cheers. Yeah. He's at the press conferences there. Alcaraz with the return goes long, 30-all. Here we go. First serve wide. Second serve here is good. Alcaraz runs around the backhand, hits the forehand, and then Struff with a volley. Beautifully done. Alcaraz pushes that up the line, but another backhand volley into the open court from Struff, and he takes it 40-30 now for the German. Really nice point there. Some good improv. Honestly, his improv game is very impressive. I see a lot of players getting into these cat and mouse with Alcaraz, and he generally has a pretty good advantage. But Struff is really on top of it. I'm impressed with his hand skills. I guess he's serving volleys so much that he's got that down. John asked Arena if she was thinking about the AO when serving for the match, 4 match points. Arena admitted that was exactly what she was thinking. And Struff with a short ball, he smashes that. Alcaraz runs and guesses the right way and gets a racket on it, but nowhere near in. And it is now 1-love Struff. Early in set number 2, Alcaraz is going to, I believe he's going to change his racket. Is he? No, he's not. Would he change it? It would be 7. No, it's not a ball change yet. So now there you can hear the coaches of Struff, very intense. He's like, gotta focus. Get on it. Let it up. Let it up. Nice. So there you go. Support from the coach. Struff knows what to do now. Can he execute the game plan? Gary back to Manor. Can't wait to ask John Silk if he is a semi-retired tennis reporter now or if he has moved to Spain. I'm so proud of him. All right, Alcaraz +1 inside out. Struff with a backhand. Alcaraz goes inside in on the next shot and the winner. So Struff. So normally you get these serve +1s, but Struff keeps getting the +1 on the desperation, and so Alcaraz has been kind of had to do like a serve +2 against Struff. Very impressive defensive prowess from the German here. It's happened several times too, where Alcaraz +1. He goes out to the extremity, and Struff makes him hit another one. Nice return from Struff right to the feet of Alcaraz, and he just one-hand backhands it long. 15 all. The AO chant and intro was awesome this year. Predicted, that's from TCK, the Compliment King. Alcaraz 15 all, right to the body, chop back return, nice and deep. Alcaraz inside out forehand, backhand Struff, and Alcaraz inside out forehand again. This one going long. And it's only 10:43 a.m., but since it's a final, I did pour myself a little bit of scotch. And I haven't had any yet, but I'm going to have a little bit. Make my afternoon walk with Gobi a little more entertaining. All right, forehand winners, 5 for Alcaraz, 10 unforced errors. Struff 4 and 2 unforced errors. 4 winners, 2 unforced errors from Struff on the forehand wing. So now Alcaraz again under some pressure, 15-30 for serve into the net. Ooh, projected WTA quarterfinal. Ooh, Swiatek Rybakina, Jabeur Kasatkina, Goff Pagula, doubles partners, and Garcia Sabalenka. That is pretty sweet. I echo the statement and say, Cap, thanks for that great work. Yes, I agree. On the rocks, Cubby? Nope. I go neat, baby. I'm all neat. I got JP Weisers. So my as some of you may know, I've had some high blood sugar stuff going on lately, although it's steadily coming down because of my cutting out carbs. But one of the reasons I've been drinking whiskey is because there's no carbs, basically straight alcohol. Most of them have no carbs and no sugar. So I've been kind of on a mission to find a good whiskey that's like reasonably priced. I've tried the Macallans and stuff, but I can't afford like triple digits a bottle. Oh my goodness. Struff just pounding the ball and a crazy break. So it was a double break point, 15-40, and Alcaraz had a second serve. Struff just leveled it to the backhand of Alcaraz. Short ball, leveled another one to the backhand of Alcaraz, another short ball, and then he leveled a winner up the line. And that was like borderline vicious, though. That's why I'm so like animated and surprised. So huge break for the German. And it is 2-love for Struff. So, gosh, that was just out of nowhere, pulverizing the ball on ALCARAZ. I haven't seen ALCARAZ under that much duress in one point in quite a while. 15-love for Struff. He is on right now. Another first serve goes in out wide. ALCARAZ gets a racket on it, but it does not come back. 30-love. And I just feel like in the last 30 seconds, Struff has been injected with adrenaline or something, and he's just completely his shadow has taken over this match right now in this moment. Another first serve in, up the tee, backhand return into the net. And it's 40-love for Struff. He's won 9 of the last 10 points here. As soon as I sip the whiskey, boom. It's like he gained powers from it. And I was mentioning before, he wasn't hitting any first serves in, and then he starts hitting them. Although in this last point, he did go long. Second serve here, forehand ALCARAZ, forehand Struff, forehand ALCARAZ, forehand cross court. Nope, that goes long from Struff. So 40-15. Will that point cool him down? Let's find out. Struff, S-T-R-U-F-F, vamos in German. Schier. Maybe that's how you say that in German? Potential round of 16 between Krejcikova and Kasatkina. Kasatkina hates that, LOL. Struff, you rock, unlike my whiskey, which has no rocks. And Struff holds to 15, and he is up 3-love, folks. M's wish may come true here. So a really quick hold and consolidation from Jan-Lennard Struff. M saying, King, I hope so. Fingers crossed for a third set. So, gosh, I'm really not sure what to make of this. It just feels like a barrage all of a sudden from Jan-Lennard Struff. I mean, like I mentioned a couple times, he did potentially deserve a better fate in the first set there, but ALCARAZ did just play a little bit better in some of the bigger moments, but very, very impressive little run here from Struff. Just from the time he pulverized that ball, I don't know if you guys remember, but ALCARAZ was serving at break point, and I was just so shocked in my commentary at how badly he was ripped from that moment on. I think he's reeled off like 8 or 9 out of 10 points, and he's just been killing it. Gary saying, how are all the Rafa fans holding up? Even I, as a Nole fanatic, don't want to see him go out like this. Yeah, definitely very unnerving, to say the least, Gary, I'm sure for most Rafa fans. I'm just a tennis fan. I'm a fan of all the great players, and I'm getting nervous for sure. This set is off to a rocky start. See what you did there, Mr. Balboa? See what I did there? Rocky Balboa. All right, ALCARAZ serving down a break, love 3, trying to win this title for the second straight year, but Jan-Lennard Struff is saying, hold on a second. You may be the prodigal son, but I am still have a chance at this title. ALCARAZ second serve off the tape and into the box, so we have another second serve. Kathy, Gary, watch Gil's video about his Rome withdrawal. Ooh, I should watch that too. Gil is my guy. ALCARAZ, and then the forehand from Struff. Serve was out wide. Forehand from Struff goes wide as well. Lands in the alley, and it's 15-love Carlitos. I'm going to be sorry that I know the outcome when I watch the replay. Thank goodness for Covey's detailed descriptions. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. I hope Carlos can come back and win the second set, Max. Hoping for a Carlos victory here. As always, thank you, Max, for your contributions. By the way, Max, what have you been listening to these days? What is your music of choice? I know you're one of our biggest music heads here in the chat, in the channel. ALCARAZ double fault. And we have a level 15 all here in game number 4. ALCARAZ serving down a break, trying to stay within touching distance. At Gary from the Compliment King, just wanting him to be in good health and definitely be at Roland Garros. I'm a little on edge about it, but breathing through it. Thanks for asking. Breathing through it. I like that. Alcaraz, nice serve. And the forehand Struff goes long. Very nonchalant looking return there. It just looks like he was blocking it. Kathy from Gary, I've been working nonstop. I will do that. Thanks. In regards to the Gill video, okay, hitting the shower because I smell like a fox den. All right, Cap, thank you for the vivid description of the what do you say, aromatic description. Alcaraz short ball on the +1 and he goes inside out but long, and it's 30 all. So definitely Struff is on right now, and you could say Alcaraz, though not off, he's not on. He's definitely not. We know how he can be when he's on. Doesn't look like it right now. When served return, first serve points, 1. Alcaraz only won 33% of his first serves when they're returned. So that's a crazy stat. Nice return again on the first serve from Alcaraz. Forehand Alcaraz, backhand Struff, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Struff, forehand Alcaraz, inside in, Struff. Now Alcaraz makes his way to the net, waits for it to drop. Struff goes one way, Alcaraz waits again, and then pushes it up the line, and it is now 40-30 Alcaraz. And that was a big point, because I fear if Alcaraz goes down a double break in this set, I would call that a foregone conclusion. As you all know, if you watch my streams, if a top player is only down a break, I never count them out of a set, even if it's super duper late, even if they're down, whatever, 5-3, someone's serving against them. If you're only up a break, the big time players, they know how to smell that blood. Alcaraz serve out wide, and the return goes nowhere near back onto the court, and it is now 3-1 for Jan-Lennard Struff. Very positive body language. He's hopping up and down, taking these big leaps as he's selecting which ball he's going to serve to start off this game number 5. He is up a break, 3-1. First serve is long. Alcaraz will have a look at a second here. I listen in the car when I'm driving. Gary saying, Covey, few in the chat will understand, but I was crushed and in tears when Gordon Lightfoot passed. I say he is the most underrated singer-songwriter of my lifetime. Big loss for Canada. Yes, definitely, Gary. On our Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, it's our kind of public channel. Lots and lots of exposés on him. They talked about him extensively on Hockey Night in Canada. Of course, Hockey Night in Canada is it's the oldest running sports show, I believe, in the world, and it's also basically every Canadian grew up listening to the theme of Hockey Night in Canada. Anyways, they're talking about it a whole bunch on there. A whole bunch of artists from around the world have been giving tributes at concerts and things like that. So yeah, rest in peace to a legend. Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna have some afternoon delight. There you go. Gordon Lightfoot, a legend for sure. Thank you, Gary. Much respect. Canada appreciates you, my friend. Struff, nice serve up the tee. Alcaraz with a clean winner up the line. As Struff was going for the serve and volley, as he has been all match. And Alcaraz now on the board. It's 30-15 for Struff. Alcaraz actually hit that backhand, barely just grazed the top of the net. It didn't change the trajectory or anything, but Alcaraz apologizes, as one does. Carlos is a little off his rocker, the second set, going all in on the rock puns. Gary, I'm not as negative as a lot of them. Retirement talk is doing my head in. Oh gosh, yeah, I don't even want to think about that. Kathy, and 100 more. I saw Lightfoot live about half a dozen times. His lyrics, guitar playing, and vocals were mesmerizing. Yeah, for sure. Beautiful serve out wide. It's called in an Alcaraz challenge, or no, it was overturned. So Alcaraz doesn't need to challenge. Second serve here at 30-15. Second serve is good. Forehand return up the middle. Forehand. He tries to wrong foot Alcaraz, but goes long. Tries to go back to where he just was, and it's 30 all. Was Alcaraz trying to make his move here. Kathy, I'm perfectly fine if Rafa retires. He's given us the best years of his life, his body, his skill, and entertainment. He deserves whatever he wants to do, and I will miss him, but I want him happy. See, the thing is, from what I understand, is I know he wants to play. He still has the fire and desire, so that's why I feel bad. I definitely don't want him to not play when he wants to. It's different when he's like, okay, I've done it, like Kathy's kind of alluding to. I've given my body, I've given my soul, I've done everything I've ever dreamed of doing. I'm good to go. But I feel like he still does want to play. That's why he's trying so hard. Alcaraz forehand return, and Struff can't handle that forehand, and he pushes it up into the alley. And Alcaraz from 30 love up Struff was. Now he's down a break point, 30-40. So Alcaraz is potentially making his move now. Manor, Covey, I'm back. Who died? What did I miss? You missed some pretty solid play from Struff to start off this second set, but Alcaraz is trying to make his move right now. Peter saying, hey, Manoris, Peter. I think you can get more first serve. I think I can get more first serves than Struff, says Mark. Yeah, it's been a tough one there. Another first serve goes long. Alcaraz now, break point and a second serve to look at. Discussion of Gordon Lightfoot. All right, we got a backhand to backhand battle. Backhand Struff, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Struff, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Struff, backhand Alcaraz. Oh, it's long from Alcaraz. Alcaraz challenging the ball. Kathy, great Rafa perspective. Without having a personal stake in it, I agree with you on Rafa. And the call stands. It was out. Speaking of Canada, I grew up on Kids in the Hall. Legendary. Yeah, that's one of the best for sure. Peter saying Kids in the Hall, the best for sure. Mark Bird in his first, if his first service percentage was up more, probably Struff up a step. Yeah, I could agree with that, Mark. I think I might have mentioned that as well earlier. That could be the difference right now. All right. First serve again long at deuce. Here comes a second. And Alcaraz runs around the backhand. Forehand up the middle. Forehand Struff. Backhand Alcaraz. It's a high one. And it loops. Forehand Struff. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Struff. And it goes wide and long. So another break point opportunity. Peter, your thoughts on Lightfoot? I'm so biased as he is the soundtrack of my life. I'm a huge folk music guy. Hey, Gary, did you ever listen to Stompin' Tom Connors? Very curious to know, as someone from that era as well. Stompin' Tom, he made the Good Old Hockey Game, one of the most famous songs in Canadiana. He's a Canadian folk singer. He wants to be able to play, but like Roger, he will have to face that. The mind may want what the body can no longer deliver. Trust me, at my age, I know, and I was never an elite athlete. Yeah, that's true, Kathy. We all want to do it forever, but can we? That's a different question. Black Day in July, one of the best songs of that year, about Detroit riots, says Peter. In regards to Gordon, cheers, Peter, says Compliment King. We have Pavel Georgiev. I'm not sure what you're saying, my friend, but I do really appreciate you entering the comment and your contribution. Thank you very much, Pavel. My favorite hockey player of all time is a Russian named Pavel Bure. So I'm not sure if you know him, but they call him Pasha in Russia, the Russian Rocket. All right, Struff, second serve kicker, Alcaraz with a forehand, and that goes long. That was a pretty routine shot there. Alcaraz normally gets those balls in, but it is game point for Struff. Alcaraz played bad. I really hope he won't get away with it. It's ugly final. I'm done. Cheers, King. Bye, Covey. We got our rapid fire comments from Manor. All right, we got a forehand Alcaraz, forehand from Struff, forehand Alcaraz, block from Struff, Alcaraz backhand, and Struff shank the backhand back to deuce now off of that. No, not saying I want Rafa to play on and hurt himself, but if he gets injured, people are straight away talking about retirement when he clearly said he's not ready for that just yet. That's my annoyance. Yeah, I hear you. He keeps saying, look, I'm not retiring. I'm not thinking of retirement, but they keep asking him. And then without without talking to him, they keep these rumors and stuff going. So definitely, I hear what you're saying there. It could get annoying for him to constantly see that serve and volley. Volley goes off of the baseline. Alcaraz with a lob, and that goes long. Struff, game point again. This is becoming quite a long game. Win or lose, Struff will move up to top 50. Yeah, did not know that, but hey, congrats to him. Yeah, how many points do you get for? I think you get 600 points. Peter, so true. For me, Don Quixote is one of the best lyrical tales. I traveled far and wide to watch him do that song. Struff with a +1 forehand. Alcaraz goes forehand off that. Struff with a volley as he meets it at the net and cuts it too wide, and it goes into the alleyway, and it is back to deuce once again, as they show Alcaraz's father, mother, and some maybe cousin, female cousin or something. Or Covey, try blueberries, reduce your high blood pressure. Yes, I do actually. Thank you. I have berries, blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries for my smoothie in the morning. Appreciate that, Mark. Thank you for the advice. I used to know all the words to Don Quixote, says Kathy. Struff serve up the middle, and with a beautiful volley from Struff. So he comes in serve and volley. Alcaraz rips a backhand right up the line, and Struff, as he was running forward, lunges to his left and hits a beautiful volley that goes straight up the line and bounces just before the baseline. Wonderful shot, and it is now again game point for the German. Wow, that was one of the nicest volleys I've seen in a while. Beautiful serve out wide, and another volley. Alcaraz gets to it, tries to go up the line, and then another backhand volley from Struff, but this time into the net. So Alcaraz is not letting go of this game. He is forcing the issue back to deuce once again. Man, what a great point. Backhand ripper up the line, Alcaraz. Volley from Struff, cross court. Alcaraz rips it up the line after barely getting to it, and then Struff backhand volley into the net. And who is going to break? Deuce number 5 here in this game. First serve good. Backhand return. Now Struff makes his way to the net. Backhand volley. Alcaraz lobs over him. Struff swings for it and misses. Did he? I don't know if it went over him and he missed it, or he got a racket on it and it went haywire, but I did not see the ball. 10-minute and 10-second game, and now the crowd is giving a standing ovation, hoping for their Carlitos to get the break, I believe. Umpire asking the crowd to chill just a little bit. Break point number 3 for Carlitos. We've had 5 deuces in this game. Can he bring it back to level? First serve is good. Backhand return. Struff with the volley. Alcaraz again just goes cross court. Struff was right there and puts the backhand volley away. I feel like that second shot, Alcaraz, why are you going right at him? Either rip it as hard as you can at him or at his wings, or go lob. But you can't just rally ball at the net when Struff is there. He's just going to easily put it away. This guy's like a big, tall dude. He's got wingspan. Deuce number 6, almost 11. I think we might be closing in on 11 minutes into this game. Still deuce. First serve is off the tape, and we have a first serve. That was a let. Okay, Gary Lightfoot is a real troubadour, best in the Canadian folk tradition. That is a huge influence on American music. Shanky, says Gerald. Yeah, Rafa has more left to give us. It's Rafa. I hope Rafa isn't through, but as Kathy said, ... Alcaraz forehand up the middle. Now forehand Struff. Forehand Alcaraz cross court. Forehand Struff tries to go up the line, but it goes long. Alcaraz again. Break point number 4 in this one. This match is money. I did not expect it at all. Gary, you're gonna love it. But Gary, I don't know if you heard me, and Peter as well. Let me know. Have you guys heard of Stompin' Tom Connor? Canadian folk singer, has some of the most amazing songs. There's a bridge where they're building here in Vancouver called the Iron Workers Memorial Bridge. A bunch of men died building the bridge, so he wrote a song, and it's just a beautiful kind of story of what happened, and it's just yeah, it's wonderful. All right, second serve here. Alcaraz runs around backhand, forehand inside out. Now backhand Struff, backhand Alcaraz. It was a rally ball, and he went wide on that one. And he's kind of smiling. He's looking down. He's looking up like, what am I doing? But deuce once again. 13-minute service game for Jan-Lennard Struff, folks. Lots and lots of service swing motion here. Folks, we are only 2 likes away from 50. We're at 48. Please help me get to 50. The goal is to get to 100 on this video, but I know we can get to 50 real soon. Nice serve and volley. Oh, the backhand volley from Struff goes long. Alcaraz with the 5th, or is it 6th now? I've lost count. Let's see if it shows up on the screen. Alcaraz laughing, smiling. Good to see. Break point number 5. Hey, kicking the dirt off his shoes. All right, here we go. Now finally showing the server as he's into the routine. The swing motion is good. Forehand return up the middle. Forehand Struff. Backhand Alcaraz into the net. That was a nice +1. Lots of power on that from Struff, and he saves a 5th break point. Wow. Back to deuce once again. Gary, GSL, Covey, don't know Stompin' Tom. We'll check him out. I'm shocked. I guess he's definitely like extremely like one of the most Canadian voices ever. But yeah, I thought he's definitely done some stuff in the US, toured in the Canada and the US mainly, I believe. But yeah, check out some of his music. Check out Uncle Backyardin. There's the Good Old Hockey Game. That's probably his most famous song ever. The Good Old Hockey Game. It's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the Good Old Hockey Game. So yeah, that's that one. He's got a hold here, says Kathy, in regards to Struff, who has the advantage. First serve is good. Backhand return from Alcaraz is good. And then the volley from Struff is good. And he pushes Alcaraz. Alcaraz runs it down, goes up the line, and another stab backhand volley from Struff, and he holds for 4-1. What a phenomenal service game. It was over 13 minutes long. He saved 5 break points. Let's give it up for Jan-Lennard Struff.
Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff.
We got JJ in saying, I'm sitting on pins and needles because I want Struff to take this match to a 3rd set. And Peter saying, Stompin' Tom statue in Sudbury. That's my man, Peter. Which Sudbury, Ontario, for sure, Gary. STRUFF says GSL. Hot damn, says Kathy. Kathy, you're right. Needs to hold. Sudbury, Ontario, Gary, home of Alex Trebek. You're sitting on a gold mine, Trebek. Check out our song. Kumar, aka Snehill. Hi, Kavi. Just here for a while, not for long. Great to have you, my friend. Getting the final we all deserve, says Ems. We've got Shashi. Wow, Struffy boy. It's Snehill, by the way. Yes, I remember. My man from Mumbai, the Compliment King. When was that button created? Loving the Euro pop sound. I'm not sure, but I feel like it might have been created for this match. Ben just sent me a message, Covey. I've uploaded it into the queue, so please use. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure he made it, and it looks like maybe we can all look next time I press the button, but it looks potentially like he used some still images of this exact Madrid tournament. So I'm pretty sure he did just make it. Peter, thanks. For me, Sudbury is Massachusetts. I'm sure that's junior to Ontario. Ah, okay. I did not know there was a Sudbury in Massachusetts. Shashi saying hi to Kathy. Alcaraz, 15 love. There's Borg and his wife once again. Kathy was educating me, actually. I did not know that was his wife. With the green fingernails and the pink and the white hair. Alcaraz serve to the body. Backhand Struff. Forehand Alcaraz is a Shankarooski 15 all. So yeah, folks, and in case you do not know, these players have played twice before, both times in majors. 2 years ago, Roland Garros. Alcaraz lost in straight sets to Struff. That was when he was I believe he just turned 18. And then they played last year in Wimbledon, where Struff took Carlitos to 5 sets, but Alcaraz took it 6-4 in the 5th set. So Struff, after being down 15 love, takes the next 2 points. He ripped a backhand winner up the line there, and it is now 15-30. Nice serve, Alcaraz. Chop back return. It's a short ball. Alcaraz rips it inside out. It actually went to the same side Struff was, who got a racket on it, but blocks it wide. 30 all here for Alcaraz. Gary, I'm sure here, both junior to UK. Probably Ben just did it off the cuff. Yeah, I believe he probably did there. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, 52. We hit the 50 likes barrier. Ooh, serve was out wide. Return was cross court as far diagonally as possible. It looks like it landed just off of where the sideline meets the baseline. What a ripper of a shot. Alcaraz takes a look at it as it bounced, but makes no challenges. Okay, break point here, 30-40. Struff, backhand return into the net as Alcaraz serves right into the body. Smart play, back to deuce. If Alcaraz doesn't hold here, dare I say, he will be in some trouble. In some Bonnie rubble. Trouble. Peter, I was born in the number 1 Manchester, New Hampshire. Okay. My uncle lives in Manchester, Ohio. Oh, Alcaraz with a forehand slice, and then he goes up. Gosh, Struff is running everything down. Alcaraz swinging volley cross court. Struff gets to that, but a forehand goes into the net from Struff. So Alcaraz advantage, and he fist pumps and smiles. I mean, even though he's down a break and it's a tense moment, he gets the point. He's having fun, and he's just smiling. He's just a kid. Like it's like. The smile he had after winning that point was like a kid when he's opening a birthday present. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like a little, hey, okay, cool. It was like, I am having the best time of my life right now. First serve, long. Second serve here. On the Alcaraz advantage is good. Backhand return, cross court, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Struff, forehand cross court Alcaraz, forehand Struff, long. Alcaraz holds. Struff now serving at 4-2. Both Sudbury's junior to the one in the UK. I don't know. The only Sudbury I've ever heard of before, about 20 minutes ago, was Sudbury, Ontario, where the Sudbury Wolves play in the Ontario Hockey League. Other than that, I don't really know much about Sudbury's. Actually, I had a friend, or had, I don't know, I haven't talked to her from Sudbury. It's interesting how countries have different genres of music that are popular. Oh yeah, for sure. Different instruments, different rhythms, some places percussion-y, some places are not. It's a beautiful smorgasbord of world variety. 97 mile per hour forehand by Struff. Yeah, it was 156 there. Okay, another beautiful serve out wide. Alcaraz backhand return long. Struff cruising here, 30 love. 2 swings of the racket. I triple dog dare you, Covey. Sorry, what do you triple dog dare me to do? Sorry, something made me run over my head there complimenting. Gary, tell that to JG and Ben. In terms of Manchester, The comeback begins now, says Gerald Aruna. All right, Struff, 30-15. And it's a beautiful serve out wide. Alcaraz just the tip of the top of his racket on it. So it's not an ace, but it's a winner. And but it's a unreturned, I should say. And it's double game point, 40-15. Struff, first serve long. Max, in the 50s and 60s, American folk music was very prominent. Bob Dylan kind of stuff, lyrics that told stories about many other subjects than love. Yeah, like the Hurricane, right? Reuben Hurricane Carter. Was it Bob Dylan who wrote that, or who wrote that song? Here's the story of the hurricane. So Struff holds, folks, holds game to 15, and he's up 5-2. So I had Alcaraz was 6-4, 7-5. So if Alcaraz wins 5 straight games here, he's going to make me look very, very good. John Denver, the best, says the Compliment King. JJ, have you ever watched the anime Prince of Tennis? When the main character transcended the pressures of competition and remembered that tennis is fun, his game improved exponentially. I have never watched that or even heard of it, to be honest, but that is very, very cool. And I love that that's a superpower for kids to learn about, having fun, making things better. I like that. Peter, you mean Prince Ben and Prince JG? I heard they got promoted yesterday too. Gary, I had no idea. Thank you for telling me. I do know that in the 60s, Motown music was very popular. Oh, yeah, folks, by the way, we should give a little bit of love to Struff, who's been absolutely murdering in this second set. One more button for our German friend.
Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff.
Jan-Lennard Struff. Probate saying, is Carlos injured? No, Carlos is totally fine. Jan-Lennard Struff is just playing really, really well. Alcaraz is playing pretty well. He's not playing his best, but he's definitely doing okay. But I would say the reason he's losing is not him. It's because of his opponent, who's playing extremely good tennis right now. Thanks, JJ, says Compliment King. Gary, they made honors. I hope not. Don't want Ben and JG going posh. All right, Alcaraz first serve, and he gets a short ball, cross-court winner, forehand off of that. 15 love. Alcaraz serving to stay in this second set. Do you know about influential German band Kraftwerk? I personally don't. Anyone else in the house know? Maybe Max knows. JJ, I've heard of that anime about tennis before. I definitely need to watch it when I can. Kraftwerk, of course, says Peter Zaremba to Prabesh. Snehail back, this time as Snehail and not Shashi Kumar. All right, Alcaraz 15 love, serving again to stay in it, 1 hour and 37 minutes. Not to stay in the match, to stay in this set. Okay, so the return goes right at the feet of Alcaraz. He blocked it and it went back in, but he's challenging the call mid-point, which means if he loses it, he will lose the point. And he was right. It was out. So it was a gutsy call, but it was a good one nonetheless. And it was a 30 love. So in that specific situation, the ball was not called out. Alcaraz returned it and it went in, but he challenged. So even though he was into the point, had he challenged and it was wrong, he would have lost the point. So again, that was a gutsy challenge, but he got it there. All right, Alcaraz serve out wide in the forehand off the side of the frame and goes super high and into the crowd. That is what we call a lamb shank. All right, 40 love. Alcaraz, rare for him to have a straightforward service game lately, but he might right here. And he does. Serve out wide is a kicker and the backhand return into the net. We have game. Okay, I know the other German music group, Boney M. I like their songs. My aunt used to play that all the time. JJ, Prince of Tennis, took hyperbole and animation to a whole new level. Once a character hit a smash, the ball came a meteor that caused the extinction of the dinosaurs. Crazy. Ooh, Alcaraz tried to hit a forehand that's trying to cause the extinction of some species, but goes long and wide as Struff was at the net. Struff now serving for the second set, folks, serving and volleying his way so far in this match. First serve off the tape and lands back on his side. So it's a fault. Here comes a second serve. It's good. Forehand return. Backhand from Struff into the net. 15 all. This is a very big point in the match, folks. Is Boney M the daddy cool one? Yes, I believe it is. Daddy cool. Daddy cool. I'm pretty sure, because that's the song that I remember my aunt playing, and I remember that was the name of the group. Serve up the middle, backhand return, nice and deep, backhand Struff, forehand Alcaraz inside out, and it's a winner. 15-30, lands right on the sideline. And when the going gets tough, the top players start moving. Just a ripper of a forehand inside out there. And Struff just looks and he says, yeah, can't do much with that. Max, my Russian wife, grew up with Boney M. She was shocked that I didn't know them when we met. Hope you've been educated, though, Gary. Backhand Alcaraz now. Backhand Struff. Forehand Alcaraz up the middle. Forehand Struff. Backhand Alcaraz into the net. That was a shot from Struff where he kind of shot it right at Alcaraz's body, and he could have chosen to go forehand or backhand, and he kind of just went backhand. But it's only 30 all, so this is a big point coming up. Will we have, after this, a break point or a set point? Influential German tennis player. His name is Struff. All right. Oh, what a weird angle change. Right when they served it, they changed the angle to a camera that was like in the very last row in the upper deck. What a weird thing. Anyways, Struff wins that point, which they didn't show. Set point for Jan-Lennard. Nice serve out wide. Alcaraz return and the volley from Struff. A very delicate drop volley, and it is a winner for Jan-Lennard Struff. He takes the second set 6-3. And we are going 3 in this championship match, folks.
Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff.
We got Peter saying the Beaters really became the Beatles in Germany. Got their haircuts there too. Struff can't afford to lose this service game. Carlos can easily take this to a tiebreak. Well, he did, so no worries there. Peter, that's a fact, says GSL. JJ says, God, my comment became moot. LOL. Yeah. Gary, so let's go Struff. Struff is playing incredible tennis. No second thoughts, but just one thing on his semis match. Aslan was playing through pain. It was clearly visible. His movement was reduced. He had his leg heavily taped. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I saw in the end of the third set, he was struggling to move around. Jan-Lennard, you are my hero. We need there to still be mystery about ALCARAZ. Gary, that's nice that your Russian wife grew up with Boney M. They have never broke big in the U.S., but they're pretty popular in Europe and internationally. Covey, GTL, what a match. Thank you all. You're very welcome, Peter Zaremba. We're having a great time hanging out with all of you, and I'm having a great time whether you're in the chat or not. Thank you for joining the stream. Hello, Jimmy. Always great to have my man Jimmy in the chat. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't ever given us a hello or anything in the comments, don't be shy. You can let me know. My name is Covey. I'm in Vancouver, BC, Canada, and I'm enjoying this Mutua Madrid final on the men's side. Let me know where you're from, who your favorite player is, who you think's going to win this match, anything tennis related. And of course, at any moment, if someone has questions for me, go ahead, shoot. I don't know all the answers to everything, but I can do my best to stimulate some fun conversation. And I said that because Aslan, one of my faves, so it was a bit disappointing. Max, I bet there are 100 incredibly famous European music artists that no one in America knows anything about. It has to do with the fact that Americans think there is only one language. Okay, now Alcaraz gets to serve to start, unlike the first two sets. So he might have a chance to put some service pressure on the German. Alcaraz, first point, takes it 15-love to kick off this set. Hour and 44 minutes in, and we are into our third and deciding set. Alcaraz, nice backhand on the +1. Forehand Struff, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Struff. Backhand Alcaraz cross court, forehand Struff goes long. 30-love Carlitos. My fellow Americans embarrass me constantly. Oh, man. I'm so sad right now. And every day when I look on Twitter, it's just someone died, someone got shot, kid got shot. And it's getting more and more grotesque, the imagery that you're seeing, and they're just doing nothing about it. It's so disheartening as a human being to see that. Alcaraz, serve out wide. And it's called an ace, but Struff is calling it out. Or sorry, challenging. Alcaraz has challenged, but Struff pointing out where it was, but they're still waiting for the challenge. And it is called, oh my God. It's called out by 1 single millimeter. So smart of him to still challenge that, because if it's that close, might as well. Second serve here at 30-love. Struff just ripping an inside-out backhand winner. So Struff is standing like 2 feet inside the baseline on Alcaraz's second serves, just putting tons of pressure. I almost wonder if Alcaraz should just try to rip a first serve on a second. In specific moments, not when you're like down a break point or anything, but check out this stat, folks. 12 backhand winners for Struff, only 4 Alcaraz. Nice backhand return, Struff. Now he makes his way up. Approach shot, Alcaraz with a lob. And it goes long. Back to 30-all, back to level. Loving this match, says Ems. Yeah, it is. Struff is on his toes, folks. He is killing it right now. And hey, remember one thing. Alcaraz, in his career, he's had 4 chances to defend a title, and he's actually only done it 1 out of 4 times. And this is another opportunity for him to do that. So he is 9-3 in finals, but in those 3 that he lost, those were 3 that he had a chance to defend, believe it or not. All right, Alcaraz forehand up the line. Struff backhand goes long, and and Alcaraz with a huge yell. And it is now game point 40-30 for the Spaniard. But yeah, he understands the severity of the moment, the importance of this moment, and how every point now is massive. Maltese, wondering where you were, the disco mate. I hear you, Cubby, says the compliment king. Good to have you as well, disco mate. And Alcaraz kicker, and the backhand goes wide into the alley from Struff. Alcaraz holds, gutsy hold, 1-love for the Spania.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Hi, PMD, says Compliment King. Cubby, I don't think those stats of defending a title mean much. Well, they are data points that we can look to. So whether you see them as meaning much or not, they do hold some truth, right? Every stat does, right? M's counting the minutes till I get Tennis Channel back on June 1st. No more flying blind like today. Don't worry, my friend. Gary, I am your eyes and your ears. Hi, Compliment King. JJ, 15-love Struff. First serve at 15 love goes long. When Rublev and Khachanov won the doubles title yesterday, Karen could give his speech in Spanish to the crowd, but Rublev was scared. Rublev can, he was just scared. Alcaraz with the backhand on the second serve goes just wide. He tried to cut it cross court with an angle there. Gary, I remember reading an article that it's hard for some or most singers and bands in Europe to cross over in the US and make it big, but it still can be huge in Europe and internationally. Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. How's it going, Cubby? This is amazing from Struff. Yeah, he's playing lights out tennis. Phenomenal. Another serve, second serve from Struff, and Alcaraz with the forehand return into the alleyway. And it is now triple game point for Jan-Lennard Struff. Is that Luis Figo? No, that's not Figo. I could be wrong there. That shows my... Oh, and it's a hold to love from Struff. All right, one game all. Dale saying, Gary, it's better than counting years to get these matches streamed like in India. Yeah, I feel for you, Snail. That's unfortunate. By the way, Maltese asking, how's it going? It's going really well. I'm enjoying myself on a Sunday morning. It's only 11:30 a.m. and I'm having scotch, actually whiskey. So yeah, not bad. But this is all I'm gonna have because I got to take Gobi out after and take care of some biz. Alcaraz +1 backhand goes just wide in game number 3. And so lots and lots of tension here, folks. It's getting to be like that here in this championship third set. Max, I'm sure you're right. I'm happy I married a non-American and lived with her in Russia and Ukraine. I gained great perspective. I did not know that, Gary. That's pretty cool. Got a second serve here at love 15. Beautiful serve. Yeah, out wide and the return goes long. Getting windy, folks. You can see the flowers in the flower pots and the towels and the shirts are all moving with a little bit more gusto all of a sudden. So another element for the players to have to deal with. Gary saying, sorry for complaining to Snail. I have nothing to complain about, really. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you want to watch something, it's 2023. It should be more straightforward, you know? And even for Snail, I feel bad that it's tough for him to get the games on over there as well. First serve long, Alcaraz at 15 all. Second serve is good. Backhand return. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Struff. Forehand Alcaraz inside out. Backhand Struff. Forehand Alcaraz. Inside out again. Struff. Backhand. And that back onto his own side. High lob attempt. Did not make it over the net. 30-15 Carlitos. An hour and 52 minutes. Whew, folks, if you're asking me right now in this minute, who do I think is going to win? I might have to say Struff. I honestly think he's just a little more on his toes. Alcaraz, first serve at 30-15 is wide. Second serve, backhand return, backhand chip Alcaraz, forehand Struff, backhand chip Alcaraz, forehand Struff, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Struff up the line, but it goes into the net. 40-15, Carlitos with the fist pump. And he's got a couple chances to wrap up game number 3 in this decider. There definitely is a variety of languages, Gary. It's not just English. Referring to your previous messages, Gary spent lots of time in Russia too. Now, some perspective. It's nice we all share English. Privyet, как дела? Хорошо. До свидания. And that's my Russian for you. All right, backhand Struff up the line. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand Struff. Forehand Alcaraz. Backhand Struff cross court. Backhand slice Alcaraz. Backhand slice Struff. Backhand slice, Alcaraz. Oh, and it just lands a hair wide, but Alcaraz challenges the call. I also thought that was close, but I think it might have been wide. I still would have challenged because it's unlimited challenges. Why not? Yeah, and it was about 2 to 3 millimeters wide. So there's been a couple of calls for Alcaraz. One where he's about 1 millimeter long, and this one was about 2 to 3 millimeters wide. All right. Drop shots disappeared today. That's a good point, Gerald. Haven't seen many, have we? I'm joining live from the concert. Can't speak much, but just saying hello, and hopefully this match has been good. Hey, Gene, have a good time at the concert. It's been a great match. Very even. Struff has been pretty solid on serve. Pretty much from the beginning of the second set onwards. Just been crushing it. All right, second serve Alcaraz, backhand return. Now forehand Alcaraz. Oh, and it goes long. And the +1 Carlitos long, and it is deuce. The coach of Struff yelling loudly, supporting his charge, saying, "Come on, buddy, this is your big chance." Okay, here we go, folks. Oh, beautiful return, backhand up the line from Struff, and then Alcaraz goes back, and Struff wrong foots Alcaraz and goes up the same line as he did on the return, and he takes break point here. First one of the third set. So far, Alcaraz 2 for 8 in break points. Struff is 2 for 7 in break points. It's absolutely ridiculous how difficult it is to get access to tennis streaming. It's expensive, and not only that, you need so many different subscriptions if you want every tournament. Yeah, it is a big, huge bummer for sure. There's a lot of people, and hey, that's what one of the reasons we exist. Not the only reason, but one of them. Nice serve from Alcaraz out wide, return out wide. Now backhand Alcaraz, backhand Struff, forehand Alcaraz, backhand Struff, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Struff, cross court. But Alcaraz challenged the call again in the middle of the rally. And the ball was now overturned, and now Struff is challenging it. So again, the call stands. It was out. So again, Alcaraz gutsy, but he saw that it was definitely out. That one was out by about 3 inches. So we're one break point saved. Now we're both exactly at 2 for 8 break points converted now. Hello, Nilesh. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome, Nilesh. Alcaraz unreturned serve at a big point, folks, and it is advantage Carlitos. Mom's fist pumping. Dad's looking a little bit kind of blank faced. Neither scared but not excited, or doesn't look like he thinks his son's going to win or lose. Kind of in the middle, suspended, if you will. First serve Alcaraz long. Hey, Gene, hope you're doing well and having fun at the gospel concert. Struff coach has a big part to play here, constantly keeping him positive. Yeah. Nicely done. Alcaraz, return. Now backhand Struff, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Struff, cross court. Forehand Alcaraz. Oh, it's called long, the forehand from Struff. And Alcaraz energizing the crowd with some fist pumps as he holds for a 2-1 advantage. Nice one, Matt. Andy Murray won a challenger 175 today against Tommy Paul, which was his first title since the 250 Eastbourne, which was his first title since his metal hip implant. Yeah, first clay title, I believe, since Rome, I think. 2017, they were saying. Gosh, I want Struff to convert today, says GSL. The Maltese says, GSL, it's okay. I haven't been very active myself. Have been feeling unwell the last couple of days. Doing much better today. Good to hear. Cap. Cheers, Andy. Come on, Alcaraz. you, Maltese. Good to hear. Hope you're with us for a long time. All right, folks, how close are we to 100 likes? We're only 40 likes away. We've got how many people in? About 115 people in the stream. Thank you to everyone who's joining me from wherever you may be. I'm in Vancouver, BC, Canada, and I'm having a great time watching this championship match with all of you. If you're new to the channel and you have yet to say hello in the chat, we got Gary mentioning. Gary, audio issue when you move away from the screen. Okay, so when I go, is it better now, Gary? Let me know. Does it sound better? Okay, folks, Struff now serving at 1-2 on serve, an hour and 59 minutes into it. Turn from ALCARAZ. Struff goes long on the forehand, and it is love 15. Oh, beautiful serve and volley. Struff with the soft hands turns a volley into a drop volley. ALCARAZ, no chance. Okay, 15-all. First serve is a fault from Jan-Lennard. Struff. Here comes the second serve. It's good. ALCARAZ forehand return, and he dips it right at the feet of Struff. And so right when he got to the net for the serve and volley, the ball bounced right to where his foot was, and it went under his racket. And so ALCARAZ with a rare return winner. Actually, it wasn't. Yeah, so it bounced. Struff was trying to do like a half volley, but it bounced and then went off of his frame and then downwards. First serve now from Struff is long. ALCARAZ. We'll take a look at a second serve at 15-30. Serve is good. Forehand. Oh, ALCARAZ inside out forehand return. Went for too much there. 30-all. It was about a 96-mile-an-hour second serve that ALCARAZ pushed long. All right, here's Struff, 30-all. First serve into the net. Okay, got to work. Thanks, Cubby. Great job. Later, Gary. Take care, Peter. All right, we are into a rally here. Forehand ALCARAZ, backhand Struff, backhand drop shot ALCARAZ, and it's a winner. And it sets up a break point, and he gets everyone in the stadium to start cheering, waving his hands upwards. Peter, later, pal. I'm back. So it is 3 sets then. Good. Yes. And he did get a final to a final earlier in the year. I'm talking about Andy because I don't see Andy going far anywhere. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he still has aspirations for Wimbledon. I think I love that he's dreaming big and going for it. Hard for me to see a pathway for him, though. Ooh, let on the first serve. So another first serve coming up. You could tell he was racing forward for a serve and volley there. By all GTL, nice discussion of music too. Yeah. Another let. Another first service on the way. There was an article a few days ago about Carlos and is considered the new Beatlemania. Carlos has already achieved so much and is going to be more successful, but I'm sure if you can compare. ALCARAZ rips a forehand up the line. Struff was at the net and he couldn't tame that forehand, and the backhand volley goes long. ALCARAZ breaks, and it is 3-1 here in set number 3.
Vamos, Carlos ALCARAZ. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos ALCARAZ.
All right, vamos, Carlitos. The hype of Carlos to the hype of the Beatlemania. Okay, that's what you're saying there. Snail, that's not a great stat in fairness. Snail saying, what did Snail? Oh, yeah. Depends on, I guess, which final he made there. He made some noise at the AO playing like, 11 hours in 2 matches. All right, Alcaraz up a break here, 3-1 in the third and deciding set championship match. Second serve is good. Backhand return. Struff off the tape. Alcaraz does a drop shot off of that. Struff pushes it up the line. Alcaraz rips it right back and Struff volley into the net. So Alcaraz, he's trying this strategy that I mentioned in the first set. I said, is he going to try and overpower Struff on the serve because Struff stands up? Or is he going to rip balls at him and make him tame the ball and hit these volleys into the court? And he seems like he's just adopting this strategy now in the last few games. Alcaraz up 15 love. Serve is good. Backhand return up the line, but it's into the net. 30 love Carlitos. I love that Struffy is giving it his all. He certainly is, and it's been a formidable effort. Oh no, I missed the music talk. Yeah, there's a bunch of talk on music. Max, sorry, but Carlos Mania and Beatlemania are not in the same universe, with all due respect to Spain and Carlos. That's my thing. Oh yes, says this going. Okay, Snail. And what is Beatlemania? It is about the Beatles. Yeah, I think it's just talking about their like general supreme amount of popularity and comparing it to Alcaraz. And Gary is saying there's just no comparison. Alcaraz with a +1 ripper, and he takes it on the forehand there. 30 love. Alcaraz on his toes right now. Nilesh, hello. Welcome, Nilesh. Pednekar. Welcome to the chat. Once again. Cap, yeah, you're right. It was like nothing else in my lifetime. The Beatles literally changed the world. Little children to this day listen to their songs and memorize the lyrics. Alcaraz, nice serve. And lets the backhand go smartly as it goes long. He was going serve and volley. And Alcaraz now takes a 1-break 4-1 lead in this set, just like Jan-Lennard had done in the second.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
JJ saying there will be parties through the night in Madrid if Carlos wins. M saying it's over now. Max, Gary, I respect your opinion. Everyone knew who the Beatles were during that time with their popularity. I'm not sure if people who are not fans of tennis are familiar with Carlos Alcaraz. Not yet. I don't think he's gotten that wildfire kind of name recognition yet. But in tennis circles, he's definitely one of the who's who now. But in terms of the casual fan, the people who know who Federer, Nole, Rafa, Sampras, Agassi, the people who know who those people are, and they might not know Alcaraz just yet, because those guys have made such worldwide names for themselves over the last 2 decades. Music is always going to be more popular than tennis, says Cap. We don't need to compare apples to oranges. We're not comparing apples. They were just comparing Beatlemania to Carlos Mania, but we're not comparing the popularity of music to the popularity of tennis, because music is everywhere, all over the world. Doesn't matter what culture. Tennis is not. So definitely music will win that one. Game to love, says Gerald Aruna. Yes, it is a game to love, isn't it? Cream rising to the top. Here comes Carlos. Yanet Gil saying Carlitos el mejor. So Struff, easy first point. In game number 6, he is down a break at 1-4. First serve long at 15 love. So here comes the second. I serve up the tee. Alcaraz return up the middle. Forehand Struff with a lot of power. Alcaraz tries to go up the line, but he kind of mishits that a little bit, and it goes into the net. So it's love 30 here for 30 love here for Struff. Struff first serve is wide. Max, Paul McCartney performed in Moscow in 2002. Little Russian kids who can't speak English were singing along with every word. One of the most amazing things I've ever seen. Alcaraz, nice forehand return. Another forehand. Alcaraz, forehand. Struff, short ball. Alcaraz, third straight forehand to the same side, inside in, and this time it's a winner. And it is 30-15 now. Covey, says Snehal, I don't know if you follow challengers much, but Sumit Nagal won a challenger tournament last week in Italy, coming through qualifying. First Indian to win a challenger in Europe. I don't follow them much, but I did see that about Nagal. Yes, I did. Yeah, that's it's great. I'm always happy when India does anything athletically in sports, because I'm an Indian kid who's Canadian born, but I'm very athletic and I've always been athletic. And so I've always been kind of bummed that, the main sports in India are cricket. Like all the best athletes go to cricket. And then after that, there's soccer's not that big. Tennis is not that big. Badminton, I think, is pretty decent. Tennis, medium, but I've been waiting years and years to see Indian names on tournament victory lists. So yeah, very, very welcome news. And thanks for updating. Thanks for sharing that. Come on, Struff, says Ems. Hopefully we can see Nuggle at Roland Garros main draw. He is our best bet for singles currently. Alcaraz with a ripper cross-court forehand, but it goes wide off of Struff's backhand up the line. So Struff, game point now, 40-30. And that was a really big point, folks, because if Alcaraz had break point here, and had a chance for double, I would say that this would pretty much be over. But good job, Struff, holding the off of that. Serve was called out on the off wide of the sideline, but Struff is challenging the call. Alcaraz is walking up, and he wiped the mark. But what? It was in? Oh, they overturned it, so it was another first serve. Okay, that makes sense. And Struff, with his +1, goes long. Alcaraz was about to do a drop shot, but it didn't matter because Struff hit his shot long there of the baseline, and now it is deuce. Thank you to my friend. I don't understand what you're writing here, but I am very grateful that you're in the chat, and thank you so much for your comment. And folks, please do give us a like and a subscribe, especially if you're new. That way you will know when all of our videos are going live. And also, my goal is to hit 100 likes on this video. We're at 63, and we've got about 130 people in here. Alcaraz with a nice return. Struff tries to go serve and volley, but the dipping return from Alcaraz at the shoelaces of Struff force him to hit that backhand volley into the net. And we have a break point for Carlitos. If he wins this point, folks, he will be up a double break and will be serving for the championships. So big, big moment in this match. And please help me get to 100 likes. I know we can do it. And again, thank you for your support. All right, first serve is good. And it's a beauty. Alcaraz returns it into the net. Nice job from Struff. He hasn't been great on getting first serves in, but that was one he needed, and he executed. Well done to the German. Okay. First serve is good at deuce. Alcaraz. Oh, with a passing shot, backhand cross court as Struff was making his way to the net. What a shot from Carlitos. And it's a standing ovation from most of the crowd here. Matt, Gary, I had no idea that Paul McCartney performance in Moscow. I'll definitely watch that video. It reminds me of people who weren't alive when ABBA was popular and appreciating their songs and loving their songs. Cap saying Federer won his last Grand Slam at the age of 36 plus some months. Nadal, +1 up the line from Struff is a winner and back to deuce. So huge save there. Nadal will be 37 in a bit. Djokovic will be 36 in a bit. I'm not saying it's over, but it's probably over. And by the way, Nole has won more majors in his 30s than anyone ever. That is a crazy impressive stat, in my opinion. Struff out wide with the first serve at deuce. Second serve on the way. And it's a let. Another second serve coming up on the way. Kavi, I would say tennis is not medium. It's pretty bad in India because singles is the main thing, and there it maybe isn't anyone in singles. Hardly anyone. Okay, yeah, I saw that there. Thank you, buddy. Okay, it's not even medium. Okay, the reason I say that is because of all of my cousins and stuff in India, most of them were fans of tennis. They always knew what was going on. They always knew, Sampras is always winning Wimbledons, and Agassi played here and this and that. So that's why I kind of made that assumption that it's kind of medium. But thanks for clearing that up. So, and also because Sania Mirza. No matter what happens, this has been a magical week for Jan-Lennard. Struff should be incredibly proud of himself. Absolutely, and he has an advantage here to stay within one break. Beautiful serve out wide. Alcaraz returns that, and then Jan-Lennard Struff wrong foots Alcaraz. Goes up the line as Alcaraz races by to the other direction and holds for 2-4. Too good, Carlos says. The Maltese. Surprising you say that, Kavi. None of my friends know anything about tennis. Maybe it's just my family. My cousin Rohit, and then my other cousins, Sonu, Sushil, and Gaurav, Rishi Bhaiya, all my cousins. They weren't into other sports. They're a little, cricket everyone's into. Like in India, everyone kind of knows what's going on. Kind of like in Canada, hockey's like that. Like most people know, generally from a peripheral, from a far angle, like what's going on. But then the diehards are fewer and further between. Alcaraz serves right to the body, backhand return from Struff into the net. Alcaraz is up 15-love. So Alcaraz doing better on the unreturned first serves in this set. And another one there is a kick serve, goes long on the returns. 30-love Alcaraz. Gary saying it's probably too much to ask, but Nole winning in Paris and London this year would guarantee I would die a happy man. Too much to ask, I know. Never know. I mean, there's only a few people on the planet who could do that double, and he is one of them. So come on, Struff, one more push, says Ems. Gary from Cap, both Nadal and Djokovic bodies are breaking down just like Feds. All right, backhand return goes long again, and 3 unreturned serves. A very welcome, easy service game so far for Carlitos. 40-love. Covey, love that you still calling me Disco Mate. Was expecting a few car menus. It's car menu, right? Menu today. But yeah, I like because I think I called you car menu, but it's car menu. Yeah, it's such a cool name. Another 4 unreturned serves. Alcaraz, all he had to do was 4 swings, and he is now up 5-2 at the changeover. And afterwards, Jan-Lennard Struff will serve to stay in this championship bout. Cap, I think you're overdoing it on Novak just a bit. We'll see if you turn out to be right. He's had injury spells before. He is definitely a little bit more like Mr. Rubber compared to Rafa and Roger. So I expect Nole to have a little bit longer of a career, especially because of his extreme flexibility. But yes, I mean, it's going to catch up to him. It's going to catch up to all of us. I mean, I used to be a long distance runner. I went to a track yesterday, and I did 1 lap run, 1 lap walk, and I did five of each. And I mean, gosh, I used to be, I could run for like 2, 3, 4 hours, no problem. And it was tough to go around the track once. So I'm getting myself back into that sort of running shape. Hi, boo-boo. How are you? You finally woke up from your super long nap. You normally come and say hi before a third set. Hello, everyone. Gobi, say hi. This is my little baby, Gobi, in case you don't know. She's my little cauliflower. And she just woke up from an extremely long nap. Okay. Minus. Thank you, Minu, aka Disco Mate. And you don't mind that I call you Disco Mate, right? I'm pretty sure you don't. I think you take pride in that name, and I like calling you that. Struff and Karatza, players to be avoided in opening rounds at Roland Garros. Good call there, Snahill. Good call. All right, Struff serving to stay in it, folks. First serve is a fault, or was that a let? He didn't get another ball, so it was a fault. Carminus. What a cool name. Does it have a meaning, Carminus? And Struff with a nice serve and volley pushes the backhand to the backhand of Alcaraz, who dumps that long. My name means poet. Kavi is a Hindi word for poet. Carminu. Yeah. I will remember that now. Carminu. Another long first serve. Alcaraz, my son beat Habibi. Okay. Thank you, Tershan. Ratanvira. Tershan. All right. 30 love Struff. Another unreturned serve. Alcaraz, you are the number one next 15 years. Be a tall task, but all right. First serve at 30 love, long. Maltese saying, Gobi! I don't use my real name, Cubby, because people always get it wrong. Well, I'm going to do my best not to, because people have gotten my name wrong my whole entire life, and the forehand from Struff goes long on the inside-out attempt, and it is now 30-15 for the German. People have always called... So my name is... It's spelled K-A-V-I, but it's pronounced Kavi, or Kavi. Which is more like a K-U-V-I, but in Hindi it's spelled K-A-V-I and means poet. So my whole life I've had people call me Kavi, Kavi, Cavi, Caviar, especially because I took French immersion. So half my classes were French and half were English when I was growing up. And in French, all my teachers called me Cavi, because in French that's how you would read K-A-V-I. So I know what it's like to have people get your name incorrect. But I'm going to do my best, Carminu, not to mess up yours. All right, second serve is good. Backhand return, Carlitos. Forehand, Struff. Backhand, Alcaraz off the net, but lands in. Forehand, Carlos. Forehand, Struff goes long, and it bounces. Yeah, a bit long. He was going to challenge, but Alcaraz kind of pointed and said no. So no challenge, and it is 40-30. Still a game point in the back pocket of Jan-Lennard Struff. Thank you. Read my name. I'm Alcaraz fan. From Sri Lanka, Tushan, welcome from Sri Lanka. Very, very great to have you. From my experience, Tushan is Sri Lankan. Wow, Kavi, you have a Sri Lankan viewer. I actually used to date a Sri Lankan girl. She's the most beautiful girl I've ever dated, honestly. And she's just the loveliest soul. And so welcome, Tushan. Very happy to have you here. Oh, Alcaraz, a kicker was high. Alcaraz returns it up the middle, and Struff made his way to the net. But again, it dipped low, and Struff was forced to volley it upwards, but it goes into the net. And Alcaraz now brings himself back to level at deuce and is now just 2 points away from a second consecutive Madrid Open title. Whoa. Pavel Georgiev, once again, very happy that you are commenting. Thank you once again, my friend. Arminu means classmate finder, apparently. Are you serious? That's interesting. Well, that's an ugly match. Screw Alcaraz, says Manor. Manor comes in hot as always. Maltese saying hello to Manor. Hi. All right, Alcaraz backhand return. And on the Struff on the advantage, and the ball goes along on the return. So Struff holds, and now without any changeover, Alcaraz will have the chance to serve for the title. He is serving at 5-3, but right before that, let's give one more button for
Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff. Jan-Lennard Struff.
Manor Covey, wasn't the Brazilian girl the most beautiful girl you dated? The Brazilian girl was lovely inside and out for sure. But the Sri Lankan girl was just literally an angel. She was really beautiful. Every time we went to any restaurant, they would offer her jobs to be a hostess everywhere. They'd be like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Would you like to work here?" It was like I was like sitting there, like I felt like Beauty and the Beast over here. But yeah, so Covey, I'm hot. Of course you're hot, but I meant you're coming in hot with the comments, which mean what I mean to say is you like to put your opinion out there very obviously, and I like it. It's awesome. Makes me laugh. ALCARAZ ace up the tee for a 30-love lead. This is called a championship pedigree, folks. You have a chance to serve it out, and the last service game as well. I think he was it held to love, I believe. Actually, let me just double check. Yeah, ALCARAZ held to love last service game. By the way, I forgot to press the game to love button. But it is 30 love here. ALCARAZ 2 points from the title. Let's go. First serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Backhand ALCARAZ. Now he makes way to the net. And Struff with a floater. ALCARAZ forehand overhead and puts it away, setting up triple match point.
Match point.
I should say triple championship point. So here we go, folks. Thank you, sir. Read my live chat, waiting that good news. No worries, Deshaun. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you, my friend. Also, we're at 68 likes. Can we get to 100 before this match is over? Smash that like button, everyone. Here we go. Match point. First one of the day for Carlitos. First serve is good. Backhand return goes just long. ALCARAZ drops back onto his bottom and then lays down on his back. He's heaving. He gets up onto his feet. The crowd is standing. Their hometown kid has taken it for a second year in a row. First time since Rafa in 2013-14 do we have a back-to-back winner here. A defense of the Mutua Madrid Open. ALCARAZ now racing to his box. He's happy. He's yelling at them, and then my feed cuts out. So unfortunately, won't be able to describe the elation of ALCARAZ and his team, but Carlitos takes it, folks. Excuse me, 10th title of his young career, and it is his 4th Masters, second here in Madrid. So what a great match. It was wire to wire, great tennis from both players. In the end, of course, we had, let's see here, the final score was 6-4, 3-6, 6-3 for Carlitos. Great display of serving for Carlos in the second half of the third set. The entire second set dominated by Jan-Lennard Struff. And honestly, if Jan-Lennard Struff had gotten more first serves in, because his first serve percentage that he got in, the first serve points that he got in, the percentage was high. It was like 87, but he was only getting 40% of those in at the beginning of the match. I suspect that if he had a better service day in the first set, he might have had the chance to take it in 2. But alas, in the end, ALCARAZ takes it in 3. So I'm going to hit the button for our champion, and then we're going to wrap up this stream. So one time for the 20-year-old champion, back-to-back winner in Mutua Madrid Open, Carlos ALCARAZ.
Vamos, Carlos ALCARAZ. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos ALCARAZ. Vamos.
All right. So run through a couple of comments. The German accent in this button in regards to the Struff button. Yeah, I love it. Manor, I cannot possibly imagine you not being hot. There you go. This button, it's uglier than the match. Oh my God, that poor boy. Is ALCARAZ winning? ALCARAZ has won. Rodolfo Carreño. Thank you so much for your comment. Welcome. And yes, Carlos is winning, almost there. Okay, bye, Covey. See you next week. Not a GG Screw Carlos, not a good game. Vamos says Disco Mate Struff pushed him through. Fantastic performance from the German. Oh my God, this beast, says Snehale. I knew it. I knew Carlos could defend his title. Carlos had to work. Yeah, he definitely did. My son Alcaraz, says Tushan Ratanvira. Well played. Struff, says Ireland's finest. Ems. Snail, just incredible mental fortitude from Alcaraz. See you on the corner, Covey, with the fist bump for you. Gary, we'll see you tomorrow on Covey's corner. I'll probably trim the beard so I look a little bit less scruffy. Maria Ole, welcome, Maria Tomas. Thank you for your comment. Cheers, Carlos, from Compliment King. Again, from Tushan. Cheers, Alcaraz. Well done, Carlos. It's almost like we saw the big three, and then we are seeing big one having mixture of all three. Thanks, Covey, with the heart emoji. That's for you as well, Ems. Thank you so much. Was that wow, that man is a champion. Thanks, Covey. Great stream. Yeah, it was a really fun one. Thanks, Covey. And as Gary said, see you on the corner. Yes, we'll see you guys all. Yusuf Rezgui says you will do Aroma draw predictions. I won't be doing that, but you will see it on our channel. So yeah, look, if you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button, you'll see when all those are going up. But yeah, you will see those for sure. Thanks, Covey, says TCK. Thank you, Covey, for the live stream, says Max from Las Vegas, one of our finest and loveliest in our chat. Grande Alcaraz, says Cristian Eduardo Barbosa Samudio. All right, folks. Well, I want to say thank you to every single person for watching this match with me. What a great match. Congratulations, Carlos. Congratulations on a great week for Jan-Lennard Struff. He also played phenomenal. So, I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow on Covey's Corner. We got Rome coming up. We've got draw previews and predictions as well. So stay tuned to the channel, and we will see you guys all very, very soon. Thanks for watching.